A lot of the time people get confused between the full range of motion and the full range of contraction. It's probably the wrong way to explain things. Often I see when we do isolated movements like a tricep extension, we see people doing this kind of thing. Now that might be full range of motion, but it's definitely not full range of contraction. In fact, you're actually taking away a lot of your contraction because of the range of motion that you have. So when we do isolated movements like a tricep extension, we want to really focus on the contraction of the tricep. That's the muscle we're trying to target. This is my full range of motion for the contraction of the tricep. So instead of saying full range of motion, let's say full range of tricep contraction. This way it's under tension the whole time and we're not getting that momentum we're going to get from this kind of shit. Same thing for every other exercise though. A good example of range of motion versus range of contraction is cable row. How many times do you see people rowing cables like they're on a bloody rowing machine? Look, we're not on the rowing machine and we're trying to target our back muscles in particular through the lats, rhomboids, rear delts. So target those muscles. Again, full range of movement as opposed to full range of contraction. A little bit of movement forward and back is fine as long as we are in control of that movement. When we start using momentum to swing, you're no longer in control of that movement. The momentum is taken over and you're doing yourself a disservice in terms of the hypertrophy that you're looking to elicit from your training and the growth and the progression that you're going to make in your strength. It really comes down to how fast can you move, which is not the goal. Research has shown the more range of motion for that contraction of their muscle, the more growth hypertrophy you're going to elicit. The confusion comes in when people look at range of motion as how far you move rather than how much you contract. Bicep curls, I could swing all the way up to here. Is that still a good bicep curl? Of course not. But if I'm contracting full range of motion in my contraction of that bicep, then that's the ideal contraction for that muscle group.